Have you ever heard of the 3 days of darkness prophecy? Now, if you're shaking your head no, let me sum it up for you. A long time ago, a Catholic priest predicted that there's going to be a future worldwide global event where darkness, supernatural darkness, is going to cover the entire earth. No natural light is going to be able to penetrate it. The only natural light source that you're going to be able to find is inside the homes of Bible-believing Christians. During these 3 days of darkness, demons and fallen angels will roam around trying to draw you out into the darkness. Now, the priest said that the purpose of this 3 days is for purification of the world, elimination of sin, yada yada. In the prophecy, believers are warned to stay inside the house, to cover all your windows, and don't go outside no matter what. No matter who comes to your door, don't go outside. Don't open your freaking door. There's shit out there. When the darkness recedes from the earth, world peace will begin of some sort. That's a quick summary. Now, I learned about this last year. I saw a whole bunch of videos on YouTube. I saw a whole bunch of videos on TikTok, so that makes me an expert, so to speak. But the first time I heard about this subject, I kind of freaked out just a little bit because 3 years ago, I had a dream. And I thought to myself at the time, that's a weird freaking dream. 2 years ago, I'm still thinking that's a weird freaking dream. Last year, when I heard about this shit, I said, that's the dream. That's the exact shit they're talking about that I witnessed in my dream. And here's the dream. Holy shit, bro, that was a long intro. I know, right? So I was having your normal everyday dream. The kind of dreams that you just will forget about immediately. And then I woke up from that dream into this other dream. You ever done that? I wake up from the normal dream into this weird dream. In this dream, the dogs are barking and I'm getting out of bed trying to find out what the hell the dogs are barking at. I go to turn the lights on, the lights wouldn't come on. And for some reason, I thought that was normal. I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot, lights don't come on anymore. The dogs are barking at the window and I look out the back and I see things moving through the darkness. Monsters, shit like that. The dogs are going crazy, so they run in the other room. So I follow them in the other room. I get to the back door and I can still see shapes moving in and out of the darkness. I'm at the back door of my house, and at the front door, I can hear knocking. But in my mind, I'm thinking, don't answer that door because of reasons I didn't know at the time. I know now. The dogs are barking because whatever's in the darkness is calling for the dogs. I look at the door handle of the back door, and I realize the door is actually cracked open about this much. I reached for the door handle to grab the door to close it, and the door flew out of my hands. Immediately, I went to grab the door handle to close the door, but the dogs would not let me go outside. At this moment, a coyote runs onto the back patio, and one of my dogs takes off running after it. I freak out. I look down at the other dog, and that's when I realize I don't know who this fucking dog is. This is a brown freaking dog that I don't own. I try to push past this dog to get my other dog back inside, but that dog wouldn't let me outside either. At that point, something jumps onto the patio. I can only describe it as it's kind of like a cat. It didn't have any hair like a cat, but it was growling like a cat, and it was on all fours, and it kind of looked like a freaking cat. Really freaking scary, but my other dog took off after it, chased it into the darkness. So what do you think I did? Do you think I just closed the door and walked back to the bedroom? No, I walked outside in my freaking dream. Even in my head, in the dream, I'm like, you can't do this. You're not supposed to do this. But I did it anyway. I could hear the dogs in the distance running through the darkness, chasing whatever the hell they was chasing. But this shit was all a distraction. I got all the way outside, yelling for the dogs to come back to me. I stepped about 20 feet away from the back door, and that's when I heard the thing behind me. Something had gotten in between me and the back door. I turned around to see what it was, and it was a giant 6 or 7 foot tall goat. Black goat, like you seen on that movie The Witch, Black Phillip. You ever see that freaking movie? Same freaking goat, except this one was 7 feet tall. As soon as I turned around and saw this thing, the goat opened its mouth and white light comes out, and I just dropped down to the ground. I knew that was it, if you know what I'm saying. That was the end of the Damn It Man. And then I woke up. When I woke up, I jumped straight out of bed, freaked out, heart pounding, ran over to the light, turned the light on. The light came off. I turned it off. I was sweating. This was the worst nightmare that I've ever experienced in my entire life. My wife looks at me and says, "What the hell are you doing?" I said, "Nothing, go back to bed." She says, "No." So then I told her the story, and she says, "Yeah, that is kind of fucked up." So I hung on to the memory of this dream for 2 years. Not by my choosing, but because it won't go away in my mind. When I saw the first 3 Days of Darkness video and they talked about the shit that's running around outside in the darkness, that's the shit that I saw in my dream. So that's a weird dream, right? Yeah. So my question to you is this. Was this dream prophetic? I mean, I've had dreams like this before, but this one was a little different. Let me know what you think in the comment section. If you ever had a dream like this, or do you even believe in the 3 days of darkness? Because a lot of people don't. And up until last year, I didn't either. Damn it, man.